I need you to put the Genesis version of 3D Blast on this list.
There you go.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I thought that shit was there until you said something, and then my eyes went right to it. Like, that's fucking nuts. But basically, like, it's gonna be like we did last time. We're gonna go by era. We'll kind of average that shit out and let it get a grade that everybody agrees on.
So you're just doing main lines, or are you also including the portable ones
well,
too?
there's like for the mainline games, yeah, it's just like the mainline game. Like, I'm not doing Sonic Game Gear and all that shit.
Oh, for Trouble Trouble. But then again, that game doesn't exist since the fan remake came out.
I was about to say it's not real anymore.
They got Thanos out of existence.
Right. Is anybody gonna be upset if I don't put Sonic Labyrinth on this list?
No.
Oh, one fan of them will.
Yeah, they'll be all right.
Not me though.
Sonic Labyrinth is
Like
the best game because the momentum is fire in that game. It's so good.
Did you say
it really takes its time?
I said momentum.
So you putting Sonic Pinball up there?
I love momentum in my Sonic game.
In my Sonic game.
I love
Pinball
the man's run bare feet.
Yeah, I forgot I had to add fucking Sonic Pinball. Because it counts.
Yes, sir. Sonic Pinball.
Also, I put fucking I put Sonic Runners in there because that's like the only portable game with a soundtrack that I care about.
Well, Sonic Runners had a fucking
that shit was
stupid
banger.
soundtrack.
That shit was
God
banger
damn.
to be a portable game. That shit was insane. But
nobody didn't like Dr. Robotnik's Me Beam Machine?
This nigga. I remember exactly one song from that game.
You don't like Puyo Puyo 2 clone
It
number
better be
35?
the right one. Which song is it? It better be the right one.
It's the fucking I forgot what that shit's got. I think it's like Big Enemy or some shit. Is the proper name of the title. Basically the boss fight.
L. Go ahead and slide up Sonic Boom.
Right.
Sonic Boom Rise of Lyric.
Sonic Boom is there. It's right here. Yeah, or just zoom the fuck in.
Wait, we're putting that on the list, actually?
It's a mainline game. Why not? Look, bro, we gotta have
actually, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog is technically mainline because Ray and Mighty is his Sonic Mania.
Shut up. All right, so let's pop this off properly with Sonic 1.
Think it's the first game. Firmly sits in a B.
I'm gonna say A.
It's Sonic 1?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put that shit at a B or a C.
Because like I was gonna say A. Because like
they were judging by the sound.
Niggas not like Sonic Spring Yard.
Like,
wait, we're judging the soundtrack or the games themselves?
The soundtrack. We already did the game.
Soundtrack.
Oh, the soundtrack. Oh, then yeah. I'll put the either A or B.
Yeah.
But then again, like I only played the Game Boy version of it, so I can't say too much.
Oh no. Oof.
Yeah. I didn't realize it was a bad version until I brought it up to other Sonic fans when I got older. They're like, "You played that one?"
Yeah, it's
we're young or stupid.
Yeah, it's fine. But yeah, I agree, A, man. Like that shit. I don't think there's a singular song that like isn't considered like goated by the community.
Yeah.
On the Hedgehog is the only reason why I like Bobby Brown. That's what they sampled it from?
Yeah. Every little step I take, brother.
I know, right?
It's also like it's got like a progression in there that sounds like one of Luther Vandross's songs too, but you know, that was when Sega was down with the hood, down for the niggas. All right. Sonic 2. That's an S for me.
It's an S.
That is like my favorite of the original. Sorry, second favorite of the original 4 games.
I'll say S.
Mansa Musa.
Gonna say A.
Gotta be different, huh? Gotta be a hater.
I'm not even being a hater. What?
there, man. Shit going in S, brother. That is some premium soundtrackage right there. Sonic. Where the fuck is it?
We doing
3
CD
and Knuckles.
first.
Where the fuck is Sonic Pinball?
We're not there
Patience,
yet.
Patience.
That
3
came
and Knuckles.
before Sonic 3.
S. S.
Yeah,
Yes,
I was about to say,
S,
I know
S, of course.
that shit's firmly in S. Even with the revisions, it's still an S tier soundtrack. CD, that's an S. I don't care what y'all about to say. Y'all don't get an opinion.
Are we talking about the Japanese?
There's an English one? What?
What? Oh yeah.
There's an American soundtrack?
Nah.
Jarvis, did you know about that?
No. Clear out of my head.
Oh, me either, dog.
The only thing I know about that is my man listened to the Japanese soundtrack, and that European DJ said, I can do better.
And he was not
incorrect.
Correct.
It is incorrect.
We've never heard from him again.
I wanna like the English version. I don't.
I don't. Not at all.
I don't.
And the crazy part is, like, it's not even bad. It's just not the Japanese one.
Yeah, that's
because like the Japanese one was the first one that I had ever heard, and it set the bar so goddamn high.
Right. Imagine you turn around and you're like, oh, there's another version, and you listen to it and you're like,
ew.
Oh,
this is our version. Oh God.
Oh,
gross.
God.
I'm gonna
say that we could do better.
Fuck, go back. Fuck, right. Go back.
Go back, nigga, please. Knuckles Chaotix.
Knuckles Chaotix?
The soundtrack.
I really like the Knuckles Chaotix.
So I'm gonna say
A.
Yeah, I was about to say I think that's an A. That's an A-worthy soundtrack. Game's fucking terrible, but like the soundtrack is a banger.
What do you mean, Sonic Advance?
If it had
beta,
it needs
bad.
It what did you say? 1 or 2
Sonic
more.
Advance 3 beta.
You're not wrong.
I hate
you only 20 years prior or 10 years prior. However many.
10.
10 like 10.
Wait, Sonic Advance on this list too, by the way?
All 3 of them are, brother.
All 3 of them.
I fucking love those games.
Yeah, nigga. 3D Blast Genesis, because there's so much discrepancy between the two of these. Genesis 3D Blast, though. Really? Hey. I was going... honestly, that's fair. That's fair. I might be tweaking.
I'm not willing to... I really like it, but I'm not willing to put it in S.
Yeah, that's fair. I can agree with that. Anybody else?
I'm gonna say it's a B.
Damn.
To a high C.
Fuck.
High C? You do
Why?
not like that?
Homie, most of that music sound like you trying to fight through a DUI.
That's crazy.
Bro, Rusty Ruin Zone? Rusty Ruin Zone, bro?
Fucking
okay, I will admit,
nuts.
because when Eddie asked me that on Twitter, I shit you not, I was just sitting there taking a shit and I'm just listening to the whole soundtrack, you know? Rusty Ruins ain't that bad. I will forever love Final Fight and the credits, because that shit was banging. It's like, okay, maybe I was a bit too maybe a bit too harsh on this.
You don't like Prototype Windy Valley, brother?
There are a lot of songs on the game.
See, I would, really but Final Windy Valley is this.
Also, Panic Puppet Zone is also really good.
Yeah, Panic Puppet Zone is gas.
There are so many good songs that the bad songs just don't
fade away.
They don't.
They just fade away. Saturn version.
The ironic part of that,
I will also say that
I'll post it. I'll post a little bit lower because some of it sounds a little bit generic as opposed to the Genesis version.
I'd still say A. Honestly, they're both on par for me.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like the good is boosted and the bad just stay, or not the bad, but the not as good stays not as good. So, yeah, like quality goes a long way. Again, do I even need to fucking ask about the adventure games?
No.
Okay.
No.
Like as long as I could just like going forward, I could just assume that we're all gonna say the adventure game aesthetic is S, I'm gonna just throw them hoes in S before we even start the fucking tier list.
Did you put the Adventure 3 up there too, right?
Yeah, man.
I mean Sonic 06.
As soon as it comes out. As soon as it comes out.
It did. It's called 06.
This nigga.
I mean, it's also called Heroes.
Shut up, man.
Got him.
What do you mean? Generations told me that's from the Dreamcast era.
Advance 1.
Oh, Advance 1?
Yeah.
Advance 1 is inoffensive. I think it's a B or a C.
It could be B. Like, cause there are like 4 songs from that game that like pop straight into my mind when I think about it. Everything else is just a blur amongst the other Sonic music.
Yeah, like looking at different companies, so it was their first time. Wait, what?
Yeah, the only thing that sucks about it is Sonic Advance 2 and 3.
Just blow it the fuck out of the water. Cause like, even with Sonic Advance, dude, it's like what? Neo Green Hill, Secret Base,
Casino
Paradise and Cosmic Angel are the only songs from that game that like I can vividly remember what they sound like.
Yeah.
I love Egg Rocket in Sonic Advance.
I wish I could.
The first at the Cosmic. Yeah. But they're separate songs, so yeah. I understand if you don't remember.
You're right.
Well, it was a different company. It was their first swing at it. But luckily they came. At least they went hard with Sonic Advance 2, though. Yeah. Especially 3. Goddamn. 3 was different when it came out.
So, like, what are we thinking for 2? I know it's going to be higher than 1, but how much higher?
I think I'll put 2 in A.
I'll put it in A.
I'm going to say A, too.
Yeah, that's totally fair. Because, like, every song from that game is a banger. 3.
Automatic S.
That boy biased. As I was going, like, don't get me wrong, there are songs in there that I like, but I still think 2 has the best soundtrack out of the 3 of them.
I say S mainly because 3 had a little bit more bangers than 2.
Especially in the last few zones of the game too.
Niggas not finna shit on my music plant like that though.
You don't like to see Sonic in the digital world? You don't want to see Sonic in cyberspace before Sonic Frontiers?
Yo, I'm gonna say S hard because them map themes are fucking banging. Themes
are fire. You mean Sonic Coke tears?
The thing I never understood was that like Sonic Advance 2, they had the Chow Garden, but it's not in 3 for some reason. I never understood that.
It's in 1. I don't even think it's in 2, is it? I remember that shit being in 1 and then dying completely.
It's in 2.
It's in 2 as well.
It's in 2? Okay. I just probably just never played it. I remember that shit in 1. Because it was like, hey, if you send this nigga off, he ain't coming back. All right.
He said, all right, fuck him.
Right.
What are you doing?
It's like, bye, nigga. It's like, everybody
never get a mobile app.
Ever.
I mean, we technically have one, but that was back.
It makes no sense. It makes
no
sense. Just give us one.
They had to.
I will pay you.
Do you want to?
I'm telling you, I will give you my money.
No.
I'm telling you, I will give you my money. Like, what is this?
They technically had one before in the past.
They had to get rid of Chow Garden so we could have Cocoa Garden.
But it was during the flip phone era.
That doesn't count.
Cocoa Garden, man. It totally counts.
Stop talking about what came on a flip phone. That does not count.
Heroes.
Back then, but Sega was like, we're just not
Heroes.
Heroes. Yeah, I'll go with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's not a single song on the Heroes OST that I cannot listen to.
Right. Now that I think about it, it's really not. Because, like, the character themes are goated. Mystic Mansion is, oh my god, I guess that's like 3 songs in 1. That shit
the soundtrack is so
fire. Visit that game again, so
the soundtrack is so great that you can just fuck to it. So I stand by it.
I'm not.
This.
All right, C-Bat.
I'm not fucking
what the
this
hell?
nigga. I'm not fucking the what I'm made of. I definitely will fuck some fucking this machine though. That's my shit. I'll even into that song.
Nah, I'm fucking to We Are Chaotix.
So this motherfucker here.
Team Chaotix.
Yes, man. Sonic Battle.
Sonic Battle.
Sonic Battle.
Yeah, sure. That's an A
say
for me.
A or a B.
Yeah, I want to say A.
Oh yeah, high A for me.
Yeah, I was like, that's like Sonic Battle has some slack. Club Rouge is crazy to be a Game Boy Advance song. That shit is nuts, nigga.
When that shit got remastered.
Boy, I'm not asking about Rush. Oh, we forgot an old game. Sonic R. Also not asking about that.
We forgot a few. Yeah, we forgot a few. Sonic R is S, yeah.
Sonic R's soundtrack is a fucking vibe.
It is. That shit is peak 90s OST, bro. That shit is so fucking good. Richard Jacques.
Best believe.
Like I had that soundtrack on. I was in the car with a friend. We had like a long drive somewhere, but the drive felt shorter because I had that soundtrack on, and they were just dozing off, but like hyper focused on driving. That soundtrack goes stupid. I stand by being in this.
That soundtrack is crazy.
Can you feel the sunshine that's being played at the wedding?
Nigga, yes, bro. Reactive Factory, fucking Living in the City.
Living in the City is my Friday night song.
Bangers.
Aside from Friday Night in Yakuza.
Banger. Where are we putting
Friday
Fighters?
Night in Yakuza. Fighters?
Yeah.
I think Fighters is like.
I'm thinking.
Actually, I don't even remember the OST to Fighters.
I remember this going right there.
I'll say B because there's like 3 songs I like, mainly Aurora Icefield.
I like real shit. If I have to go back to remember it, it's. I say C. I put that shit in C.
We only remember because of compilations, Shane.
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% fucking right. Spinball.
I don't put that enough.
Damn, nigga.
What?
Trying to say they're acting like Toxic Caves don't slap.
Well, I mean, also let's be honest. How many people actually got past Toxic Caves?
I
had
did.
to slap. I did too.
I
but
did
that
not.
don't change the fact that it had to slap.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say
Eddie in this.
because
I didn't get the flowers and fucking Honest Pinball because there aren't any.
I'm gonna say B.
Yeah, I was about to say I agree. That's a B. Like, I definitely, yeah, that's on board. Sonic Advance 1. That's fine. Cool. Now back to the order. We already did Rush. Shadow the Hedgehog. That's an A for me. Like them bitches.
Shadow the Hedgehog.
There's an A.
I really wish I could say A, but I'm saying B because fuck Lost Colony.
Facts, bro.
Lost Colony on like playing it, not playing the game. Wow, that song's good. Playing the game, I want my suffering to end.
Listen, brother, like Sky Troops carries hard enough for me to put this, like for me to not put this anywhere below A.
That's fair. I think it's a really good soundtrack, but oh my gosh.
A-Man got PTSD.
Yeah, I do.
That's fucking crazy. 06. Honestly, that could be like that real shit. I honestly think that 06 has an S tier soundtrack. That's probably just me though.
Okay. I thought I was gonna get shut down for saying S. Absolutely.
No, it's S.
Please put it in S.
Yeah, I was about to say like
Please put it in S.
06's soundtrack is fucking amazing.
Especially the main theme of it.
I can't answer confidently because I've yet to play Sonic 06.
You'll know. You'll understand.
I got plans to on twitch.tv/ basic idea.
Quick plug.
Yeah.
Look it up with the plug.
All right.
Next is Secret Rings, right?
Yep.
Or are we going back because we skipped some stuff?
Oh, you skipped Sonic Rush Adventure. Or did that come in 07?
That's after.
Yeah, that's 07.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
after.
They came out the same year as Secret Rings, but I think that came out later in the year.
I mean, you got Sonic Shuffle on there. So, but yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
There you go.
The gameplay and the music.
Secret Rings,
though.
I want to
B.
say A, just because like the song, like every song is either it's good and up, but like Night Palace, holy shit! I don't know what the fuck they were on for. I think it's called Unawakening Float. If you don't remember it, listen to it and you'll remember it, because like that shit is sexual. That song is so fucking good that's a song that made me go back and get the whole soundtrack. Because I was like, nigga, if this shit slaps this hard, gotta be more bangers on it than that. But I am open to opinions other than A. I know you said B.
You said Unawakening Float, right?
Yeah.
And then you also said Night Palace.
That's like Night Palace is the stage. The song is Unawakening Float. But you also got fucking Dinosaur Park, Let the Speed to Mend It. I think it was bangers.
Yeah. What is it? Every single drop before you fall? Something like that. Something like that.
It has come to this. Yeah. That's the final boss theme, or the first to last boss theme. Yeah, it has come to this is gas.
Yeah.
That shit is like, it's such a cheesy ass rap rock song, but it's so good. It's so fucking good. So everybody cool with A? Going that bitch in A.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
I'm fine with that, yeah.
Rush Adventure. I think that's also an A.
Yeah. I think that one is a B.
Really?
Yeah.
Why so much further than Rush?
I just think Rush is so good. Like, obviously, Rush is an S.
Right.
But I don't think that Adventure lives up to it.
Interest.
I think...
No, but that doesn't mean that it's bad. Right. I just think that it has less bangers. Way less bangers for me to put it in... it's enough for me to put it in B, but not enough for me to put it in A.
And, like, I could agree. Because, like, I mean, like, nigga, Hideki Naganuma soundtrack is hard as fuck to live up to anyway. But for it not being Naganuma, like, the highs in this fucking game are incredibly high. Like, fucking
Sky Babylon.
I was about to say Sky Babylon's a banger. Haunted Ship is a fucking banger. Plant Kingdom is a goddamn banger. Coral Cave is a banger. Like, they're all good. I mean, it was never, like, let's be real, nigga. It was never gonna live up to Rush anyway. But, like, for what it is, like, it's a really good fucking soundtrack. Like, so I'd say A personally.
True. That's true. You can throw it in A.
Yeah.
I'm personally going with B, though.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I understand. But, like, in all honesty, just to me, it's kind of unfair to even compare it to Rush in the first place, because you're not beating a Jet Set Radio soundtrack. You're just not gonna do it. It's impossible. Right. So I'm like, yeah, y'all got the same name, but holy shit, that composition is completely fucking different.
Black Knight.
No, Black Knight's 09. We got Chronicles and Unleashed. Chronicles is going down here with Shuffle. Fuck y'all.
I'm sorry. Hold on. I'm sorry.
You are not about to defend the Chronicles, that Bit Crush ass soundtrack, bro. No way.
Hold on.
No shot.
Chronicles is elevator music.
Hold on. Listen to me.
I'm listening.
Put it in F.
Yeah.
Please put it in F. Because how dare they mess with Doomsday?
Boy, Bit Crush, 14-second loop of Doomsday Zone. Bro.
Are you serious?
I'm dead serious.
That alone ruins that soundtrack.
Yeah, on top of it, like and it's weird.
It's a 16-bit song, and they somehow fucked it up.
It's a 16-bit song on the DS coming off the heels of fucking Rush and Adventure.
Right.
Like, nigga, how did y'all fuck that up?
You wanna notice the damning part about that? They had a compilation on the DS with the same Doomsday Zone.
Nah.
What did you just say?
Hold up. Can you hear me now? No, I'm saying that the Sonic compilation on the DS had basically the same uncompressed Doomsday Zone.
Oh, you're talking about Sonic Genesis?
Yeah.
Yeah, like that shit was somehow, it was like 4-bit song, like 4 kilobit compressed songs, dog. It was terrible. Unleashed.
They did not manage that properly
at all.
I forgot that that Black Knight came out after Unleashed. I'm true.
Yep. Unleashed.
Unleashed is definitely an S.
Do I have to ask?
Nope.
Absolutely that's definitely an S.
Black Knight. That's an A for me. Yeah. I was like, I like the songs. Yeah, not enough to put that shit in S tier, though.
It's like 2 bangers away from being S.
Yeah. Main theme is one of the best in the series. Like, Night of the Wind is fucking goated.
Yeah.
Anybody else? Anything else besides A? We cool with A?
I'm cool with A, only because I never played it. I'm pretty sure it'll be the same rank anyway.
Yeah, that shit slap. Oh my
god. But you've heard some of the songs, right?
I heard Night of the Wind.
Bro, we got like 3 games in one. Or no, never mind. That came out 2012. Sonic 4 Episode 1.
Not no more. You don't put that bitch enough.
Damn.
Yes, sir.
That's tough. I actually like a couple of the songs from that game.
Oh,
a couple.
Put it on D.
A couple.
Put episode 2.
And when I say a couple, I mean Lost Labyrinth exclusively. That is the only song from that game that I like.
There is one song that I like from that game, and I can't even remember what it's called. I think it's the Metal Sonic theme.
Yeah, that was actually solid.
What's Metal Sonic in episode 1?
Yep.
Briefly, and then I know, and then he was in episode his 2. Own episode.
Yeah, episode Metal, where you basically play episode 1 backwards.
Yeah, he was in all 3. Right.
Yeah. Colors, that's an S tier for me. Colors has some slappers. Aquarium Park alone carries, but like still, Colors has some slappers.
Yeah, Colors is pretty good. Yeah. I can't even say anything. I can't be biased.
Terminal velocity. Can't fuck with terminal velocity.
Right. I was like terminal velocity, like Asteroid Coaster, nigga. There is not a bad song. Well, I mean, there's not a bad song in any Sonic soundtrack, but like there is not a forgettable song in Colors at all.
That's true.
That would put us at 2011 Generations. That's going right there.
It's just Sonic's best hits. It can't be lower than
it's update, like it's the best hits updated. How could you possibly go wrong?
Right.
There wasn't one. We also, god damn it, I keep forgetting that Riders is on this list. Riders. We'll do Riders first.
The first Riders. I love it. I really do. It's a B.
I get it. I'd say A.
I really like Riders, but I think it's a B.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I
Zero Gravity, I'm willing to say is on the cusp of being A. I will. If anybody else says A, I'll say A. But I think it's also B. Like a. Yeah,
because it's one of those things I play more Riders than Zero Gravity,
and it's like it's the weird situation of like the soundtrack just being genuinely good, but like, is it fucking Unleashed good? Is it really fucking Heroes good?
Which surprisingly, before we started recording, I went to listen to Free Riders. And Free Riders, honestly, might also be at the cusp of being an A, if not an A.
But I'm like you with that game. Like I didn't buy it, but my sister had a Connect at that point, and because for my nieces, like that game gave me so much fucking PT. It was such a hard downgrade from like Zero Gravity and Sonic Riders 1 that I ended up hating it. You are absolutely right though in your assessment. Free Riders has some bangers, but like the game itself, just man, holy shit.
Yeah,
I'll throw it in B if everybody's cool with B.
I'm cool with it.
Word. That was 2010. Sonic Runners. No, Sonic 4 Episode 2.
It's got like one or two good songs. I'm gonna say definitely either C or B.
I'll say C.
Yeah, I was about to say I think I'll throw it in C, honestly, because like it ain't as like or egregious as episode 1, but I mean that's such a low bar.
The only thing Sonic 4 episode 2 has on it is like, has against it, it's like, and y'all probably be thinking the same thing. It's the fact that it has like all of the songs are like super short as hell and basically just one short loop.
Yep.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. Because that's what they are, especially.
So it doesn't really give it yeah, because it doesn't even give it that much time to grow or like lets you settle in at the very least.
Yeah, like White Park. Like White Park is like, I think that's just like literally 26 seconds of song and then it just loops again.
Right.
Sonic Runners, that is an S tier. That is an S tier soundtrack for a mobile game. I don't know if y'all played it. I'm assuming you have. But.
I have. I don't remember the OST though because I never got to play it all the way through before I got taken out.
Yeah, like it's. I would recommend like after this, go check that shit out. Like that shit's really fucking good. Like I really hope some of those songs find their way into a mainline game. That's how good those fucking songs are.
But shouldn't be DLC tracks on Sonic Frontiers.
Right. I was like, I'm letting the bias run free with Runners. Nigga, Runners was good as shit. Boom. Honestly, like
which game?
I think this is the original, right?
Yeah, the one for Wii U.
Oh, why is the lyric?
Throw it in
Never
D.
on the Wii U, so
throw it in D.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw it in D.
If you can tell me two good songs, we can move it to C. But
nope.
Those are like just very. It's just a very
speed
generic.
You can get further
soundtrack.
to actually enjoy the soundtrack.
Damn, Boom came out after Lost World, but Lost World, I think that's an A. That shit was really like Otani was really in his fucking bag for that fucking soundtrack.
Lost World?
Yes, sir. Honeycomb Highway.
Ooh, and Segway C Bottom. Segway.
It's also one of those things where I never owned.
A is fine.
It's one of those things I never owned a Wii U, but I haven't had the time to play it on Steam.
Yeah, you're fine. Like don't play it. Just listen to either watch a playthrough of it or just listen to the soundtrack. Because the like I said, Honeycomb Highway is really good. There's also a like an underwater cave stage. I always forget the name of that shit, but that's really fucking good too.
A Segway C Bottom. C Bottom Segway. Fuck.
There it is. Yeah, that shit.
I might have said it backwards, but
2013.
I know what I meant.
Right, I got you. I understood. Mania. I'm not asking.
Just go ahead.
Yeah, that's definitely
like the soundtrack is so good that like niggas stop remixing the original classic soundtrack and just remix these. Like,
right. It also has its own genre.
Yeah.
Where now songs will be maniafied.
Mm-hmm. Like fucking T-Lope said, y'all niggas want to hear a remix?
You want to hear me do it again?
You want to hear me do it like 7 more times? Forces, the soundtrack. I personally
bad game. Game has some.
Yeah, I was about to say like the Avatar stages the Avatar stages are really fucking good songs in Forces. Like them bitches are fire.
It's an A or
you know what? Spaceport is an Avatar stage, right?
Yeah.
Okay, definitely love Spaceport.
Yeah, I thought that bitch an A. Like that shit was really fucking good. Even the worst fucking games have really good soundtracks. I mean, Origins is basically like the same except 3 songs. 1, 2, 3. Like it's the same except 3 fucking songs. And it wasn't. It hurt. I know. Moose is hurt over his launch base. I am too, but we'll be all right.
You got mods.
We gonna
get
make
on PC.
Frontiers is here.
I am very hurt.
We've only heard like 3 songs from Frontiers, but you know, I'm confident that the shit gonna slap, right?
Man, even with, I really want to hear these cyberspace levels because that the Sky Sanctuary song, Going Into the Light.
Yeah,
man,
that shit is heat. And I'm
listening to remixes like, why y'all not including the lyrics?
Like,
as if they had a clear rip.
I'm just glad that like they aren't moving away from the D&B feel of Forces, because like I really appreciated that shit in some of the Forces stages.
Yeah, I like it when it's fitting.
Yeah, like that shit was cool.
I know we were doing games, but can you go ahead and scroll down and put Sonic OVA in S?
Yeah. The movie?
Yeah, go ahead and put that in S for me. Yeah, yep, there we go.
Even like
let's go.
The opening, even the opening theme was just really fucking good. Like fucking Drift and Drift Tour down here. Them bitches like for Game Gear games, them hoes hard. Them bitches slap.
I remember like 2 or 3
we don't gotta go through. Like we don't gotta go through everything down there, but I just thought that'd be funny.
Yeah, Sonic X. Both of those themes are slappers.
They are, but the OSTs themselves are very basic.
Pretty regular.
And,
very
put Mega Collection and Genesis and S2. Those also are bangers.
You talking about Jim's collection?
I'll say A, Mega Collection, because they don't really have much original music, and it's really just another compilation.
Am I looking over that shit? There.
Well, I mean, if we take what they have wholly original besides the games, those songs are fantastic.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
like
they are.
The history theme is my favorite from that fucking game. Should slap. Should have slapped you.
It is slapper. Oh, Shane, go ahead and put fucking Sonic Underground as a S for your thumbnail.
Are you?
For your thumbnail. I didn't say it seriously.
You're right. I'm gonna. That is your tier list. Be sure to comment and subscribe and all that shit, and agree or disagree. Don't care. Tier list is made. Hold that.